y'all know what I really can't stand? And forgive me because I'm a little, but I can't stand the way Ashley Antoinette be having me towed up. Like, so yes, I'm trying to get my book life in order. I started organizing these shelves. Y'all, they dusty. I didn't dust them. I will come back later to take these books off and dust them, but I did want to at least get things in order. You see, I got like games up here. That's because I still need a table set that that has the open space for storage. So I ended up putting like my textbooks here. I'm trying to get like this little one out of the camera, so that's the stuttering. I got my textbooks here. I got birth books, books I've read, some religious texts, and then the children's books towards the bottom. I put those down there so that, you know, young knees can bend down, and, you know, whenever I want to get my Meg Thee Stallion on, I can. Okay, so I have had to update my November TBR because a couple of the books that I was looking for are not here. So I wanted to, I wanted to get into The Heart of a Goon by Jacquel J. So I'm still going to leave that on my TBR for this month since I think it will be coming out this month. And then I had A Forbidden Hood Love by Tiana and L. Kaysen. This book I saw at Bookman's here in Phoenix, and it was on display. So I feel like them having urban fiction on display, you know, I wanted to show that, you know, there are folks coming in that are supporting these things. So I picked it up, but I also picked it up because I want to read it. So I picked that up. I've started that in, you know, as my physical book. Right now I'm trying to do one physical book, one on my Kindle, and then one audiobook. All three separate books. I've heard some people say that they're reading physical books plus the Kindle edition, just so that they have that consistency across device and physical books. But no, I just feel like I'll just read 3 books at once and see how that goes. Next, I have The Dope Man's Wife by Jaquavis Coleman. That's because I'm trying to find male romance authors that I can vibe with. And this was one that came up in my search. I'm still looking to see who else might be out there because so far there's only Jaquavis Coleman in the genre that I'm looking for specifically, which is a lot of urban fiction or African American fiction. So we have next The Business of Lovers by Eric Jerome Dickey. I tried to read Naughty or Nice by Eric Jerome Dickey just because I came across that first on Libby in an audiobook format. I did not finish that one. I gave it 2 whole hours. There were some, you know, comedic parts, but it just wasn't, you know, it just wasn't my vibe. Y'all know I'm a mood reader, so I may go back to it later at a different time now that I have a good, you know, feel of the flow and what it is. But for right now, that's kind of not the mood I'm in. So I'm going to try next The Business of Lovers by Eric Jerome Dickey. That one's also on Libby in audiobook. So whenever I finish the one that I'm currently reading, I will get into that. Those are my TBRs. Now I do have other books that I'm just like reading. So for instance, right now I started Defensive Stance by Kasha Thompson on Hoopla. So yes, I have 2 library apps. I have Libby and I have Hoopla that I, you know, go between whenever I run out of books because sometimes, y'all, I run out of books or borrows on my Hoopla, and I think I get 15 a month. But part of that is because I'm such a mood reader, so I DNF, you know, some months I do DNF quite a few books just because it doesn't sit at that moment. I'll try and go back and listen, and it may not. It's the mood still isn't there. So I do, you know, both platforms. So I ended up starting with that one, and so far I like it. I mean, I think the gist of it, I don't know what is on the description. Actually, let me look so I don't give spoilers in the first 10 minutes of me reading. I don't even know if I've been reading it for 10 or listening for 10 minutes. So let's see. I've been listening for 13 minutes actually. Okay, so yeah, and all I've learned is already in the description. They're both in anger management. There's a basketball player, and then like a single mom or mom. I don't know if she's, yeah, I think she's single mom, and they're both in anger management. So we're just at that point of it all, and it's cool. I like the idea of seeing where this goes. If you both have anger management problems, like, what are you gonna do with each other? So I finished what I wanted to review or wanted to talk about. Was I finished the Lux series. Now I had a moment, y'all. I was listening to this audiobook on Libby. I was in the second book, and there's just one part where, you know, she's just like, it's toward the end, and they're talking, and it's deep. The grief is so deep, y'all. And, you know, a lot of this one's heavy. I think it is important to see, you know, to think about those things, or just immersing myself in this world of book life or bookish things, and being part of the community, and seeing how, you know, everyone has like their different genres. They have their you know, specific kind of like tropes. People get all the way down to the tropes and themes that they really vibe with, and I think that it can be reflective. It can be, you know, an opportunity to see or learn something about yourself, or learn something about whatever growth you may need or what have you. So I'm looking at this journey, and, you know, thinking about how I want to use this space and be part of the community to share these insights, and to share, you know, with people who may be feeling or who may be experiencing the same things. So anyhow, I know that some things that brought me to this were grief, and I say that, you know, because reading, again, it has been and still is kind of my way of being in space where I am just allowing myself. And so I really, you know, love and honor being a person who can DNF, and just, so I may have TBRs for y'all, and I may not. And even if I do, you know, I will be honest to say that I might not finish them, or I might go a totally different way, because I am excited about what this journey is revealing to me, and what it may reveal in general. It may not reveal anything, you know. It could just be I'm enjoying reading books, which is really what it has been. Is I'm enjoying reading books. I'm sharing what I'm reading because I love seeing what other people are reading. So maybe somebody want to see what I'm reading because y'all put me on, for real, and I really appreciate it. Y'all really do. So yeah, I won't ramble anymore. I don't have an outro yet, but I will say peace, and yeah, let that be it. Peace.